You are listening to the Red and Blue Rivalry Podcast, the podcast where we talk all things San Francisco 49ers and Dallas Cowboys.
My name is Eric Hernandez, and I'm repping the faithful.
And I am Philip Enriquez, and I am repping for America's team.
And speaking of America's team, after two real tough games against the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers, they head to, I think, the Meadowlands to face the Jets, if I'm not mistaken.
You are not mistaken, my friend. And you know what? We need this, as they refer to in the boxing world. You need a warm-up fight.
Yeah.
And this is what we need because we've got a big match with the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 7. So we need a fight to get ready. That's what the New York Jets are going to be. Look, I expect the Cowboys to win this game. I'm going to call the score right now. I think the Cowboys should win, say, 30-16. The Jets haven't scored more than, I think they scored like 2 touchdowns on the season.
Yeah.
So I expect they'll get another touchdown. I expect Le'Veon Bell. He might break one loose. He's also a good pass catcher out of the backfield.
They do get Sam Darnold back.
They get Sam Darnold back from mononucleosis. He's missed the last 3 games due to mono. And look, here's the thing, though. I'm kind of worried about him because that offensive line didn't look good against the Philadelphia Eagles. And also, when you have mono, you're supposedly lose like 15 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, it is bad. He's not healthy. I mean, he can play, but I don't think he's exactly healthy, and especially to face a real pissed-off Dallas Cowboys team. And I think when you look at it, it's kind of like, man, this is kind of a get-right game. You've kind of gone through things. You kind of get to see what you are against bad teams. You see what you are against good teams. And now you get to adjust before you have to face the Eagles. What do you expect to improve? What do you want to see improve? Now, obviously, beating the Jets isn't going to make a statement, but what do you want to see Dallas come out of this game and say, okay, they've done this, or they worked on this, or I saw this better than the last 2 games?
Stop the run.
Yeah.
The biggest key to victory and the biggest key to at least building confidence for this defense is stopping the run. Keep Le'Veon Bell from getting hot. I also think establishing the run early is a key. There's been a lot of slow starts for this Dallas team this year, and it's got us behind in the game. And I think it's gotten us out of our offense, and it's gotten us out of the way the Cowboys need to play games to win these games. We're playing from behind, and that's not Dallas' style. The other thing is I think Dak needs to be efficient. I think he needs to limit his turnovers. Don't get greedy. Play your game. Go with your game plan that Kellen Moore and Jason Garrett have established, and execute. I know it sounds so simple, but against a bad team, that's what you have to do. Keep it simple and beat them. I also look for the defense to get back on track with pressures because I know that when Sam Darnold was out the last 3 games, Trevor Siemian started that first game, got hurt, and then they went to Luke Falk.
Yes.
And Luke Falk was sacked like 9 times last week with the Philadelphia Eagles. So, look, I don't think our defensive line is anywhere near as wicked as the Philadelphia Eagles defensive line, but we better get 2 or 3 sacks.
With Robert Quinn and DeMarcus Lawrence, I mean, you should still be able to. The one thing that I think both our teams are struggling with is injuries. Injuries to both your tackles and to Antoine Woods, your defensive tackle, correct?
Yes. Now, so Antoine Woods may be back. Antoine Woods may be back to play this game. He's questionable. I believe that Tyron Smith is currently questionable.
Yeah.
But it looks like La'el Collins will be out for at least the next 2 weeks. Then he gets the bye. He could be back in 3-4 weeks from now. But he's not going to play this game. So to me, again, like I said, against the Jets, I think this is a warm-up. I expect the Cowboys to win this game pretty handily. But here's the thing. I'm a little worried that the Jets might find some rhythm on offense because Gase had Darnold practicing even last week. Yeah. So he's gotten the reps. This defense should not let up on Sam Darnold. Me being a UCLA fan, I know Darnold's easily capable of making big plays. He can throw you a 1 or 2. He can make some mistakes, but he can bring you back quick-like. And I'm aware of that, so I have my eyes. The key to the game is on Chris Richard. Because the Cowboys fans, they love to rip Garrett.
Yeah.
Garrett is the fall guy.
He's the new Romo.
But my attention is on the defensive side of the ball with Chris Richard. The DBs, have you seen them create any turnovers?
No.
Do you see a lack of awareness from the Dallas defensive backs?
Yes.
I do too. They're not getting their heads around pass interference calls. that's on Chris Richard. That's his specialty. He was fired from Seattle when the Legion of Boom was falling apart. Now, look, I like some of the things he's done. He moved Byron Jones from safety to corner. I think Cheeto is a physical corner. I think he's a decent, good corner even, but he's just not aware enough. He's not making the play. He's always half a step slow.
Yeah, and just to speak to it, I think we both run similar defenses, and that was the one thing that would get on my nerves is they would never turn around for the ball. Yes. I don't know if it's how they teach or what it is, but they would always face guard, and it's like, just turn around. That's all you have to do is turn your head, a little bit, and you'll be able to locate, and it's not so bad. That being said, I think that the Jets just are undermanned. They're going in there without C.J. Mosley, who,
he's out.
Without him, their defense does not look the same. They look great for like a half against the Bills, and then when he went out,
injured his groin.
Things haven't been the same. Obviously, the one concern is always going to be injuries, making sure you leave with no more injuries than you have. I mean, when you look at the offense, what do you expect of Dak? Like, do you expect him to be able to kind of just find his receivers? Do you want to see him kind of maybe move? What's the game plan to beat the Jets?
The game plan is to establish the run early. Ezekiel Elliott should be the star. He is the star of this offense. No matter what we want Dak to be or hope that Dak could be, I'm sorry to say, but at this point, he's got to be second fiddle to Ezekiel Elliott if the Cowboys are going to have success. Because his success, I hate to say it, but it relies upon the success of the running game. It really does. And that doesn't mean that Dak can't have big numbers or Dak can't make impressive throws. I've given you shit for what I've seen so far with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Just like you're saying, I'm winning games running the ball and playing defense. Why would you want to change that up?
Yeah.
And that's what the Cowboys need to get back to. What the San Francisco 49ers have done the last 2 weeks, minus the turnovers against Pittsburgh, that's what the Dallas Cowboys need to do.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the one beautiful thing about it is that I think with Dallas is it's this urge and this need from Dak, from maybe his agent, from the team to say, Dak's our guy. We want to prove that Dak's worth the money we're going to give him. Kyle Shanahan doesn't give a crap. Yeah, we played Jimmy Garoppolo $20 million. Oh, wow, guess what? We're not going to use him like that. He's just a part of the offense. He's not the offense.
He's another spoke on the wheel.
Exactly. And I think that once the Cowboys kind of come to grips, like, look, yes, we're going to have to pay this guy $34 million a year. And yes, he's not going to be the guy that throws for 500 yards. He's not going to be the Patrick Mahomes or the Russell Wilson. But for us, he's going to do what we need to do to get the wins. And that is play complementary football. I think that's what helps Dallas. Now, defensively, I mean, you got to see something out of your run. I mean, you're dealing with Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, and like I said, I just hope that seeing the Eagles have their way with this paper-thin Jets offensive line, I sure hope the Cowboys can show a lot more with Robert Quinn, with DeMarcus Lawrence on the edges. If Antoine Woods comes back, hopefully he can help to shore up this porous run defense. Hopefully the linebackers will get their ass in gear, play a better game, play more disciplined. And like I said, I expect the Cowboys to win 30-16, and then it's on to the real game. The game that's really going to matter in Week 7 against the hated rival, the Philadelphia Eagles.